were we talking about geeks and nerds? I'm sure we were, guys. So here's what Gabe Kidd had to say on Los Angeles News Today.
Exciting.
Shout out New Japan getting mainstream exposure. AEW Disciplinary did tweet out, he's like, yo, everyone don't freak out about Gabe Kidd, what he's saying here, because New Japan and he said Gabe Kidd specifically has been doing this for a while, and it's probably building up to whatever Forbidden Doors got coming, right? And I also, we've covered it on the show, and we've talked about, I think I've talked about it with you, Awful, but we've talked about how, at least I have, that New Japan in general, like they just shoot. They've always been kind of like, you can drop F-bombs and you can kind of break the fourth wall, if you will, or they've always been a little bit like, keep it more shoot and real. But lately, especially, a lot of New Japan guys are taking digs specifically at AEW, and I think that is to garner heat for the Forbidden Door events when they do go down. Like, I do believe that. I don't think Gabe Kidd's just out here burying AEW. Unless he is, then you guys can call me. But yeah, so this is what Gabe Kidd had to say about AEW.
I mean,
so what makes New Japan so exciting?
Listen, I'll put it in very simple terms. Yeah, you like theatre, go and watch WWE. If you're a fat nerd who can't talk to girls, go and watch AEW.
Wow.
But if you want to watch the real stuff,
but he said if you like theater, go watch WWE. So it's like he did just put WWE over there. There's nothing wrong with theater. In fact, it's
man wants a job.
Yeah,
he wants a future. Yeah.
And so he just
you say the theater, it's the safest bet.
Maybe your boy Phil did. Dummy, yeah. Maybe I dummied, because he might be for real here. Like, I don't give a shit about AEW. What are they doing for me? They ain't doing shit for New Japan, because he was there before. And he's probably like us, like, dude, they gutted New Japan. Like, what the fuck? So I don't know. Let's play that again. But he calls WWE theater. And then he goes, if you're a fat nerd, and then he could have just left it there. And then he adds on, who can't talk to girls. And we're going to get into the whole Sky Blue situation and all that in a moment. I don't know, man. He went really hard on AEW fans, but let's play this back one more time.
I mean,
so what makes New Japan so exciting?
Listen, I'll put it in very simple terms. Yeah, you like theatre, go and watch WWE. If you're a fat nerd who can't talk to girls, go and watch AEW.
Wow.
But if you want to watch the real stuff, New Japan Pro Wrestling, this where it at. NJPW World tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view.
You're throwing down with your mouth, my friend.
Exactly. Come on now.
Bruh. I don't know, man. I like that. I applaud that. Round of applause for Gabe Kidd. And you guys pretty much summated it there, right? He wants a future. So, yeah, I find that hilarious. I find that very hilarious.
You know what I find interesting?
Go ahead.
Is that New Japan Pro Wrestling, there isn't like one of their satellites based in Los Angeles?
Is it Los Angeles, Hairline?
I know they go there often.
Yeah. They have a dojo. Okay. They have a dojo in LA. They have a dojo in LA.
Okay. Yeah. So check this out. You see how he's on the morning news, right?
Right.
You see how he's a wrestler for New Japan Pro Wrestling. What the fuck is AEW doing, not promoting their shows in this exact same way? I give this a 10 out of 10. The guy promoted the shit out of the company. I didn't really like the clip that they showed, a guy throwing a goddamn garbage can, but other than that, that's what local promotion is supposed to do. You got to get people in the theater, in the stadium, in the arena, so that you can grow your company wisely. And that's how you do it, right there. Local promotion.
Okay, WrestleNomics. So I wanted to bring this to the show, and I'm so glad that you're here, Awful, goddammit. Because you and I were going back and forth. I brought it up earlier. The Max Caster video, guys. There's like a 30-minute long video at Pro Wrestle Clips. So if you guys haven't yet, check it out at Pro Wrestle Clips. Myself and Awful watched Chris Van Vliet's interview with Max Caster of the Acclaimed. It popped off, man. It's got, 4K, 5K views, whatever it may be. And it's only a couple days old. And so we were just reacting to his interview, and we went back and forth about, is he over, is he not over? I said he sold merch. People laughed at that. The comments are pretty split between like, why are you hating on Max? No, Max needs to get at it. And I said they need to go to NXT. It'd be great. And it was hilarious. One of the greatest bits ever in PWT live show history. But I wanted to bring this to you because you were like, is he a draw? Can you prove that? Yeah, dude. And I called it out on the show. I said, listen, AEW's top merch sellers are AEW and CM Punk. That's the joke I made. It's a routine, regular joke I've said on this show because it's true. It's not even a joke, actually. It's just the truth. Well, right under them are the Acclaimed, dude. They're number 3. So what's up, right? I'm not like is that not something? No. But are you telling me WWE couldn't take them? And that means that with the lowest effort of creativity, storytelling, marketing, right? That Tony Khan does the lowest elementary level, they're able to still at least get over to some degree to a good enough degree where it's close to CM Punk, dude, who's like over like Rover, no matter where he goes. Punk could go to New Japan. He'd be fucking super over still. People would.
You're
would
a funny guy. You're a funny guy.
Hold on.
You're a funny guy. Listen.
Let me get this off. Let me get this off.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you don't mean to tell me that you don't think the WWE could cultivate that gimmick? Yeah, the Acclaimed, like they could put that shit in NXT tomorrow. Used with that same gimmick, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, or even him as an individual. And you don't mean to tell me that I think as a tag team, they work better, though. That WWE could
see what your host Phil did. See what your host Phil did, chat. He switched up the question. Okay. The original assertion that I said is that they are not over. Okay. The Acclaim is not over. Max Caster is not over. Your host and mine, Phil Marks, sent us a graph that ends on November 4th of 2023. What month are we in right now? What month are we in right now?
I know. No, hold on. I switched it. No, hold on. Let me respond to that.
Then you're going to ask me. Then you tried to ask me.
Yeah.
Well, what if the WWF had him?
Yes.
Who knows what would happen? But I know for a fact right now they suck. Okay, they're not over. They're not a draw. He can sell. Listen, he could sell 100,000 T-shirts, but if that doesn't bring in more people into a stadium, if that doesn't bring more pay-per-view buys or more eyeballs to the television, he's just selling to his own fan base.
But with goddamn WWE machine,
God tried to show me an old graph.
Cultivating this,
come on, Chad.
They can't push this and make this mean more. Like they naturally are able to get over like this on their own with Tony Khan's shitty shit. As far as selling merch doesn't just fly. Like, bro, if merch just flew, this is what I mean, right? Like, okay, look at like. Is the Elite, do they make cool merch that like you'd wear on a fucking date or something? Like that doesn't matter in wrestling. People sell shirts. They sold
more merch before Thanksgiving. That's your proof.
But listen though. But then Tony Khan like took their ass off TV and everything. And when they come out, they still get pops. Like when Max Caster comes out, dude, the crowd goes silent. Hold on, don't about there being no fans in the buildings. I know what you're thinking, awful. But listen, the crowd goes silent. And then Max Caster goes, listen. And then they fucking they react to his rhymes, all that shit. If WWE took them, I think they could cultivate this natural thing that they have and then add their shit to it, and then it would be super over. I'm X-Filesing it, but you
okay, sure.
To me, it's crazy that you don't think WWE could get them like more like actually over. I understand there's a difference.
I didn't say that. See, that's what I'm saying to you. I never asserted that ever.
Okay.
I never said if he were to ever go to WWE, he would suck. Right. But he's got. Listen, he is not shining bright enough for the WWE to see right now. He's not that guy. They've already got guys like him.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking me, I don't think they need him. But at the same time, I've always said he's arrogant and pompous, and he's not creating any waves in AEW outside of his raps. Soon as the last bar soon as the 16th bar hits, then the bell rings and it's over. So stop.
Yo, come on, he's not that bad in the ring, and then Bowens could carry him if they're a tag team. I think WWE could cultivate them into something big, and I'm gonna tell you this.
Great.
The chat is saying
Wonderful.
too. The chat is saying too. They're like, yo, those
they
shirts
could make
were
Tony
ugly.
Khan a great promoter as well.
People aren't buying those shirts. Like, yo, look at the LA Knight shirt. You could just like wear that shit. It looks nice.
Right.
Those people weren't buying those fucking shirts, the Acclaimed shirts, because they were fly or anything. They were buying those shits because those guys were over with that audience. That's all I'm fucking saying, man. And you can't tell me that. And we've established before on the show the majority of
you show me a chart. When you show me a chart, that shows up till I don't know last week maybe. Goddamn. Instead of before the holiday breaks.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I do concede
before
that.
They became like Christmas presents for 6-year-olds. Come on now.
Oh man, I do concede that because I knew bringing that into this, I was like, yo, this is a long ass time ago, but it's still like it's when Punk was there, and then so it's when their business was like somewhat like up or favorable. Randy Orton in the crowd at UFC St. Louis right now, 14-time WWE champion, gets a fucking pop at UFC St. Louis right now. That's fucking epic, dude. Shout out Randy Orton. Sorry, awful. What were you gonna say?
That's all I got. I mean, you tried to pull the wool over my eyes, and you got caught out there trying to show me old charts.
No, dude, it's right there in big bold letters, motherfucker. You need glasses or what? No, Hairline. What do you think? What do you think about our little fucking back and forth? What's your opinion on it? Do you think WWE could blow them up, or do you agree with Awful that Caster would just be ass in WWE if he went there anyway?
That motherfucker. I never said that.
That's what you said. You're like, they already got guys like him. Nah, dude, I said he swims.
They don't need him. I never said he'd be ass in there, but his lane is filled. That's all. Come on, Phil. You gotta stop putting words in my mouth, my man.
Okay. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting, I guess, or misunderstanding.
I'm sorry, Hairline.
No, Hairline. What do you got to say, bro? What are you saying about Max Caster, dude?
First off, I just want to start with like fucking how big of a dork is this WrestleNomics guy that he's sharing a chart from back in November, you know, just to get clicks and shit, you know. But yeah, as far as NXT would definitely make them stars, you know what I'm saying? I think what was the 6-man, the Bang Bang Fireman gang or whatever?
Yeah, dude, that's like a 12-man, isn't it? Yeah, it's the Bang Bang Scissor
So,
gang.
anyways, all 12 of them would be great in NXT, and they could use like, you know what I'm saying, daddy ass to like help with the star power and whatnot. And also like another thing Awful said there, WWE could also make Tony Khan great, you know, not just the second best wrestling promoter.
Right.
Oh my god, dude. Okay. So I knew we were gonna get fucking into it because of this one.